Going on YouTube. Figured I'd say, hey, you guys are waiting to hear from me. I'm a little harsh with how I respond to you, but that's because of the way that I've been treated and other people have been treated, on top of whatever else I'm already going through. Obviously, you can tell in the title here. But I just saw a couple of jets fly by towards Mar-a-Lago, coming from the north. But today you can see the moon somewhere. Look at the sun. You guys like that? Okay. That's pretty cool. So, maybe some anomalies will occur. A lot of times you can. Look at that, see? Look at that ball right there. You can see it. Steel ball. It's on fire. Okay. Lost it, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. Wow. Anyways, guys, quick update of who I am, what I represent. KJ for Sheriff here, in case you didn't know. Econ for a while. We're enjoying the time away from filing paperwork in the courtroom. I was a minor signing my life away, basically, unknowingly, with an ineffective assistance of counsel, and so we have that to address, because this person is involved with this thing twice. It's too suspicious. It's like this same attorney's involved with pleading a first offender one time, having another case that ends up being maliciously handled as well, and then has another case that's maliciously handled and enters in a first offender's plea on that one. Okay, so if you're not from Georgia, the First Offenders Act is basically it's a designed for felony plea bargain that is designed to give a person, I guess, a second chance, so to speak. But these types of issues that we're talking about, this is not applicable for this. We're not talking about a legitimate situation. You're talking about a minor co-defendant that you're not talking about, and then you're talking about me being a minor as well. I can't sign this stuff. What are you talking? This is ridiculous. I didn't even have a chance, like I said, to even go to check out or anything like that. We just go to a room. I'm with the minor. Whatever triggered whatever, we're just in this room, and you know, nobody walked out of the store or anything like that. But next thing you know, I'm going to the Lowndes County Jail, and he's not, okay? But all of a sudden, you know, then his family bonds me out or whatever, and then it's like my family was out of town, okay? And then, like I said, you combine all these things and you put it all together and you realize what the real deal is, okay? So that's all it is. It's very simple, but yet it can be very complex, because if you're not from Georgia, you already got to try to figure out what's the First Offenders Act, what are the limitations to it, and so forth. And it's like, it doesn't even, what matters is that you look at the nature of the charge and how it was handled. It was grossly negligently handled, okay? And it's beyond that. It's if there was a term ever for another category of extraordinary appeal, it would be beyond it would be beyond gross negligent. So let's just make sure we understand where we're standing here. Okay, we're standing right here right now that you guys see. Hold on. It's a beautiful day. Like, I'm not upset, y'all. I'm not trying to be upset ever. These people have made me. When I said that person, I was talking about the one that was spinning around in circles and all that. It's all the way down. Let's see. I want to say it might be all the way down the end. This one you can't even see, but there are some very valuable, pieces of property here. Anyways, I just want to give you guys, a little update, YouTube, because you guys haven't really seen me in a while. And I've been getting issues, with YouTube. Not, I've had a lot of them, but like, are they going to suppress everybody that talks about the truth, And it's like, my assessment is, yeah, they will. But I don't want to think that, y'all. I've been pushing along. They haven't taken my channel down completely, but they threatened me. I mean, they've made me scared, y'all. They've made me think that they were going to take down all of my stuff. But I mean, I just have to, let them understand. Like, look, I'm going to have all my content. Okay, it's all going to be recorded. I mean, yes, I'm going to do this live for you guys. Okay, but I mean, I'm not going to be. I can't be partners with somebody who's involved with criminal activity. Because, I mean, that's what it boils down to, y'all. If YouTube is involved with suppressing truth and limiting searches and trying to narrow things down to not let people be themselves, then you can suspect foul play, so to speak, right? But that's just where to look. I mean, I've seen it. There is valid complaint with the false copyright claims constantly, like, they're just triggered, but they make somebody stressed out. They make somebody worried about their account, and then these accounts come up missing. Now, the other accounts that come up missing, let me try to double tap. Sorry. The other accounts that come up missing are the ones involving the exposure of false flags, y'all. So, I mean, you say that word, you say, like, there's certain words that trigger, all this stuff. But a lot of times too, I noticed that there's some copyright material associated with maybe exposing some of this stuff because they're trying to make light of it. But everybody has the right to do that. You can make somebody laugh with a little snippet of video. You're not claiming that you own it. I'm sure these guys aren't trying to get money out of it. I mean, but even if they were, why can't they monetize their video? What's wrong with that? You just don't want to pay anybody. You guys have, I mean, I've had you guys, I want to say since 2012, somewhere around there, and you've never paid me my 8 cents. So I'm really upset about that. No, I'm just messing with you guys. I probably have sand all over my face. It's a beautiful day, but it's not beautiful whenever you have to deal with Clowns County all the time. But I'm getting the appeal in motion. There's multiple appeals. There are multiple entries that are falsely entered into the court system. So yes, that is a problem, and yes, that will have a detriment, to somebody's life. You have to address it like for what it is, because if you entered in a date, some kind of really seriously inaccurate data. I mean, I got charged with like the marijuana, quote unquote, or whatever they're trying to charge me with. They entered it in as cocaine, like as a really young, back in 1999. Intent to distribute cocaine. Like, what the hell? That must be. And I got so mad this morning, y'all, when I saw that, because I was flipping through all this paperwork. When I'm not making this up. I have a tremendous amount of paperwork. Okay, and it's not something I'm making up to say that I can wrap around the courthouse with all this stuff. But when I saw this, I noticed that in 1999, that this was entered in like that, like incorrectly. And I'm telling you guys, and I've got a witness in the clerk of courts, and she's giving me the number. She's not disputing anything, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say, like, do you want to handle everything in the courts no matter what, or are you trying to actually handle stuff out of the courts? That's what I'm offering people, This is really cool. Look at that. That's cute. But they've got all these, all these things going on, entered in incorrectly, malicious prosecution pending. with an officer who's already been attacking me multiple times. I say attacking, I guess what, you know, I'm not guessing, I'm pretty sure what these guys do is go through some kind of profiling list of people that have been through their little system, and if they see all this stuff, then they just really start hammering down and targeting that person. So no wonder I was targeted, right? I mean, I'm targeted because I'm entered in as the court system as like driving a school bus, you know, drunk and all this stuff. It's like, what? You can't have a drink and leave somebody's house, okay, without getting charged in Lowndes County. Now, this is a, you can't have a drink, listen, anywhere really. If there's any agency out there that's gonna prey on you, coming from a place where you can have a drink, they're gonna be right around the corner, and yes, they can pull you over, and yes, you can go straight to jail if you refuse. And even if you don't, because you feel incriminated, you know, because like I said, we all know that. Anybody who's intelligent, who's done some research knows, I say intelligent, I mean, I'm just saying who's knowledgeable, I should say. Because we're all intelligent, we're all capable. It's not like we're not. These people act like we're not. They act like it's too good for you to understand the law. And they don't teach you this. But they basically just act like, you know, they have the authority to do all this stuff. I mean, I'm trying to break it down simply to where it just doesn't get too confusing and bogged down. But I mean, it does, okay? Malicious prosecutions do get that way. And this guy that's doing this stuff has been targeting me. I mean, it's no question. He's in the court, he's targeting one person, me, multiple times. We're suspecting that it's because of me being all this, you know, having all this data attached to my straw man, right? How you doing? And so, you know, my straw man's out doing all this stuff because they're entering it into the courts wrong. Like, I'm entered into the courts in a different county and stuff like that. Like, I'm all over the place, y'all. They don't know where I live. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, you talk about like trying to like verify your background or anything like that. What if I wanted to join the military? Maybe that's why they wouldn't let me in. I mean, they didn't want me to have all this stuff pending. I mean, obviously, you know, I mean, that's what it was. I wanted to get out. I was like, hey, I'll sign right now to go fight, you know, because it was like after 9/11, I was like, I'll sign right now to go fight if you guys will take care of the rest of this crap right here. It's just I owed like a little bit of whatever for nothing. That's something I didn't do. So I'm basically getting charged with opening, like say for instance right now, I'll be honest with you. Okay, this is what happened, right? So let's say I go to this car, right? All right, this car right here, and I open it, and I basically pull on the handle right here, okay? If I do that in Lowndes County, what they did to me was try to claim that that's a felony, I guess. I mean, but that's not what happened. But I'm just telling you, this is what they're saying. They're saying that if you do that right there, that's a felony, okay? If you accidentally go to somebody's car and pull the door, then that's a felony because they're gonna claim that you attempted to commit theft, y'all. That's what it is. And that's what they charged me with. But then listen to this. This is what happened, okay? Not only did I get charged, I can divide myself in two, right? So I divide myself in two. I get charged with attempt to commit theft. I basically pull two car handles at once or something, right? And they're in two different streets. Okay, so my arms, I got go-go gadget arms, and I reach on one door handle and then reach on the other door handle trying to break in. I'm just being honest with you. This is the extraordinary appeal. This is why it's so extraordinary, is because yes, it's a gross negligence. Yes, that means that it's something that is significant. It's something that's outrageous. It should never have gone the court system like sugar, okay? We're not doing that, y'all. I'm not playing it, thank God. I mean, there's somebody like me doing this. I mean, I'm not trying to brag, y'all, but I'm just saying, I thank God for my family for helping me and everybody else that supported me, y'all, because there's a lot of people out there that have not been supporting me, y'all. They've been really, really hard on me when I've been trying to go through this stuff. And I mean, because you guys see this. This is huge. I mean, back in 1997, a boy at 17 signs his life away when he's a minor. You can't have that, y'all, and that's me. So I'm representing you out there, all of your children out there. If anybody gets through these court systems and these people are predatory and you're not around, you know, a lot of times the parents aren't even there, right? I mean, parents, you know, have children that are in college, and these times, and I know about the Remerton area, for instance, that basically involves these college students that are right on this strip of where all the bars are in this area, right near where the college is, okay? And they rack up these DUI charges, like I was saying, following. And when they rack these things up, then they basically have this bargain with these people to say, hey, if you go ahead and plea out to this, then we're gonna take it up. We're not gonna take it to the state. The state won't know about it. We're not gonna record it. It won't be on your record. And so they get these people to do this, and then they get probation, and then they're just like, it's under the table, y'all. This is all under the table stuff that they're doing, where they don't want people to know about this, and it's just racking up the charges. That Remerton is a churning factory of just trying to get college students to do this. And I'm just telling you, this is the kind of thing going on with your child. At Valdosta, I call it Val Dumpster for a reason. I'm not doing this because I'm being disrespectful. I'm doing this, I mean, I am for a reason. I mean, what do you say to, I mean, are you being disrespectful to an unruly child when you tell them to stop or whatever? No, you're trying to correct them. This is our government. This is my extension. It's your extension of your fingers, of your hands. That's what a government is. It is you out there. That's why I appeal to you. That's why you have to do more out there, right? We all do. We have to do more than we've ever done, ever, because we have to get out of a rut and climb and dig and try to get the heck out of what we, you know, have allowed ourselves collectively to get into. It's like I'm a representative for what happened to me. I didn't know as a boy what was going on. You know, I didn't have access to Google, y'all. That's back in 1997. That's like right around the time, you know, like Napster and stuff was coming around. Like, you know, before that, I mean, it was right around that time. So, I mean, you know, you guys, this is really cool. Some of you guys like cars. And it's really cool. So, I mean, I like cars too, y'all. I want more efficiency. I mean, we all, look at these baking in the sun right here. You're telling me right now we can't implement solar panels on every single one of these? You know that we can, y'all. Come on now. That's what I'm saying. We got to dig and dig and dig and act like we're Americans and be greater than any sorry whoever. We'll take whatever product they want to give. I mean, we're not going to condone slavery, y'all. I don't want to condone that. I'm not trying to pay for anything if I can help it as much as I can. I know you're talking about an iPhone, right? Nobody can be perfect, and you got to take this and you got to use it. If you got like the fake dollar bill, so to speak, you got to take that and you got to use it for good. That's the only thing that's going to change this world. That's it. That's what I've come to the conclusion of, because if you're not going to take the dollar and burn it like the Joker, right? If you're not going to do that and start over with something that's tangible, then, you know, you have to transition. You can't just, whatever it is, what we're going to be doing, we're going to have to wean ourselves off of it. I don't care what it is. But Bitcoin is not the way to go. Now, it's going to bring a collapse. I mean, you could bring it's going to add to it. I say it's not. It kind of is. Because they're trying to put a check on the centralized banking system. So that's what Bitcoin is trying to do, but they got to understand, all the money that's going into that is getting taxed. And when I say tax, I mean there's a churning fee, and it's really not energy efficient at all. It's ridiculous. I thought it was just insane. I was like, what do I have to do? I was like, oh my God, I'm mining. I was like, when I first got into that, I was like, hell no, I'm not doing this. I'm going to just let you use my computer all day. Let me just buy computers and let them just, I mean, yeah, if I'm in that business of trying to burn, you know, getting money from letting servers burn out. But, you know, I'm not doing that right now. These beautiful palms. So, the malicious prosecutions, the Clowns County issue of entering data wrong. You don't know where I'm at. You don't know what county I'm in because it was entered in wrong. And then the only way to change that is to call the county. Like, you're talking about having to go back, like, after years and years and years, thinking there was nothing I could do, being lied to and lied to and lied to, just to let these people get away. Because if they have their way, they don't get punished for this, y'all. The people who are responsible for this don't even get punished. You do. And the reason why you do is because it ends up being a settlement. We do, I do, we all get punished. I'm punished every day I wake up with this. I'm being punished for something that, you know, I'm taking in collectively, like I said, an ambassador basically for the indigent, for the victim of malpractice and malicious prosecution. I mean, you name it. So no, I haven't been beaten to a pulp or anything like that. Yes, I'm alive. I'm breathing. I mean, my God. You know, some of you people out there are like, oh, you don't have a case because you didn't get shot. Or you don't have a case because you didn't get, you know, you're not almost dead. Like, what the hell are you people talking about? You don't want to even go close to that level. You want to make sure that they're stopped immediately in their tracks when they start doing stuff like this. And if you let it get out of control, they just think that it's okay to just do this. And if they're the only person on the ballot, all this stuff, it all adds up to this huge, big ego that you're dealing with, this giant beast, okay? In the county and in this area, in the state, there's a beast and it's ego. And it involves the legal system that you don't know about. And I'm talking to my former self. I'm talking to everybody that was around me. And I'm especially talking to people responsible for this. But hey, it brings to light. Once you try to do something like this major stuff like this, it comes to light eventually. But look how many years it took. Here it is, 2018. And it took, you know, 20 years, 21 years for this stuff to go down. To finally come full circle. It got initiated. This is ironic, y'all. I mean, it's kind of crazy. 99, really, some of this got initiated in 99. One of them was March the 21st of 1999. I'm not ever going to forget that date. I mean, see, more dates now are more significant. It seems like I have a lot of occult symbology or whatever going on with my dates or whatever. I mean, I've got these, whatever, the 8 meteorites or whatever they were, suspected meteorites. They're gone. I didn't get a chance to even check them, y'all. You know, they're gone. They just take them. Like, why would you take a meteorite? Do you want to explain that in the court, really? Mr. Jeremy Baker, why did they take 12 meteorites? Like, you're going to sit there and tell me a narcotics professional is going to know that what... They don't know the difference between anything. They're saying a grass clipping is reason to just, you know, justify an illegal intrusion into somebody's car. I mean, hell, you might as well just say they had a dollar bill on them. Because 90% of the time, it's going to test positive for cocaine. And we know that through actual studies. That's insane, y'all. But I'm not contributing to that. You know, ignorance. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to make sure that it's uncovered, it's exposed. You know, no charges for sugar. I know another person charged with sugar. It is stupid, y'all. It's like, it's crazy. What is this sugar stuff? You guys are just running around trying to rack up charges. You terrorizing my so-called friends? Because that's what they are. They're like quote-unquote friends. That's the legal term. I should say that. The defendant's quote-unquote friend, you know, and not quotes from me saying that. It might as well be double quotes, right? Quote in quotes. And you'll be like, what in the world? I'll be real, man. I'm being honest with you. Like how serious this is. Like how to a T everything is. But his quote-unquote friend, you know, is involved with like sugar, you know, like it's not, but then what happened to the other guy I know about, he gets charged with they charge him with actual opiates, like opium or heroin, like it was real. But then and once he's sitting there for months with that charge, then he gets out. I mean, they change it. They basically, he finally gets out. He's been sitting there for over a year. And he had to sit there and endure. I'm going to get in contact with him as soon as I get right. I mean, I got to get myself right. And he's a part of it, y'all. Y'all are a part of it, too. You're a part of every bit of this, every step of the way. I'm giving you everything that I was given. I was dished out from 1997 from Lowndes County up until now. If you care about Lowndes County like you truly say you do, and this 4 generations of, legal assistance you're giving the public, we come to find out is not assistance at all. Or maybe it's just assistance with a giant ASS, capitalized, right? So let's not do that, y'all. We're trying to get out of that rut, and it's just like, it's just all I can do to let you guys know, because I have to sit here and try to just, get my point across in some way. And I just got out, like I said, I just get out of this situation where I'm held I'm held back. I'm in there indigent. I don't get any help. I get help from family. I don't. I don't. Sometimes it's like that for whatever reason. It could be, you know, it could be that you have, you know, a family member. I know about this, to where two family members need to sign. If one's not present, the other one can't just sign by themselves and stuff like that. I mean, it's just like they'll keep you in there for whatever reason possible. They are not trying to help the public tax dollar, not one bit. And when you hear anything come out of these people's mouths, you know it's a lie. Every stinking word. Don't believe any of it. None of it. Don't believe any word that comes out of this administration's mouth. And I'm not talking about Trump, okay? But he's got some answering to do too, I'm sure. I mean, he can't only do so much, y'all. Look what he's working with. He's just trying to help. He's just trying to, you know, expose this stuff too. I mean, I wish he probably got attacked or something whenever he started talking about Obama. I mean, shut up about that. You don't think Trump has enough money to go find out about Obama and find out his true nature? And then Obama's in trouble now. Or they're trying to cut his funding. But his funding's only gonna last for 10 years anyway. I mean, but if they're digging into that, I mean, it used to be for lifetime. Now the presidents only get 10 years. What the last president was that got that. And they changed it and it just rolled over. Was it Obama? I remember that, but I mean, or was it Bush? But we'll look at it. I mean, I can look back into that. I need to look at that. I'm wrong. I'm way off, y'all. I'm probably way off. I'm sorry. Don't listen to me. Just double check that. But yeah, the 10-year mark as far as like the Secret Service protection on the president, that's something that you and I pay for. So yeah, we should pay attention to something like that. And now they're trying to cut that from Obama or whatever. I mean, you know, I mean, to me, when you go on that many golfing trips or whatever, if you're not making major changes, when I say Obama in Chicago, no. I mean, come on, or Flint, Michigan even, or anything like that. These people aren't making any moves. You can't praise Obama. I can't stand the people that are sitting there, they're anti-Trump, and they were never anti-Obama now. That's a problem. That's a big problem. I don't know those people. Where are they at? All you guys are screaming anti-Trump, but where were you at with anti-Obama? Oh, that's right, you were nowhere to be found. Except for the True Liberty Movement, Infowars, you know, and all of the like, and yes, you can include, I can sit there and name all the patriots in the Infowar. They come from Infowars, a majority of them. Okay, it's been a gift to you. It's free. We've been able to listen to Alex Jones for free for so many years, and it's free. I say now, it's so many advertisements, y'all, I'll be honest with you. But the public does need stuff, but the public can't afford all that stuff. You got to understand, we're living on a budget. You can't just have like some, I mean, massive amount of supplements that's not including like everything, you know, together. It's not communism. I know some things are more quality and they have to be, I don't know, like I said, they just need to be handled better. We got glass. Act like we don't do that. We got the sun. You can make glass with the sun. I mean, it's like, duh. We don't do that because we're Americans. And then you wonder why people are not getting it. They're not going along with it. That was like me. When I was a young boy and I get this mysterious stuff attached to my name, my so-called character or my, you know, caricature, straw man, when I get that and I don't realize what's going on in me, there's something missing in my life. I'm like, there's something always missing in my life, and I just keep going year after year, and they're like, oh, just plead this and you're just gonna have to do this and that, and then that's it. It's all over with. It's real easy. And you sign your life away because you don't even know what you're even signing. I mean, I never even read anything, not to mention I'm a boy. I'm just a boy. But it's all right, you know. He's just a boy. My friend will be saying that right about now. He said that so many times. He loves the Sling Blade quote. You're just a boy. You ain't got no count. But anyways, I do miss my friends from Lowndes County. There were some good friends. So I love you guys. You know who you are. I know that you're not gonna sit there and like all my stuff and sit there and pass it around like, because I mean, it makes you feel feminine or something like that. I mean, man, come on, man. I mean, we just gotta like stick together. I'll do my best to try to keep my character polished. I mean, I'm trying to, y'all. It's just, you know, it's very frustrating to get to this point because I didn't know all this stuff. But I have until Monday, basically, to talk with somebody about the magistrate court issue. That's one appeal. Then you get on into, because you got to knock them down one at a time. And so then you get into the next appeal, and so forth. So that's what it has to do. I could have done it like as soon as I found out. But then whenever I found out, I got arrested, right? So I'm in the court, I'm in the clerk of courts on record. We're finding all this stuff out, and there's corrections that are being changed, and I've got record of that, okay, to prove that. And she's, I want to say the clerk that I was speaking with is still operating there, but we'll see. I don't want, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to drag all these people into court, y'all. Can we handle this outside of court? Because I got proof for days. So what I'm gonna do is send the insurance agency some stuff along the way, like in increments. There's a claim open, okay? And they have to wait on something. There's two things to wait on. There's this case that Jeremy Baker's holding, or whoever, David J. Miller, we don't know what's going on. And you've got the DOJ case with these same characters involved. And we just pray, y'all, that the FBI or whatever, I mean, if you want an FBI that's really like taking care of issues, that's one thing. But if you've got this issue now with the FBI son on record now being like this script reading person for like advocate for taking guns now, I mean, come on, man. You're gonna advocate for somebody not to be able to defend themselves? Who are you? You're scripted. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? So I just said, you know, we want an FBI that's real, but you find out that that's not really the case. You find out that the FBI might be your enemy, and sure enough, you know, okay, you know, you don't want to admit it, but we got to do that. We've got to get to resolve, and eventually somebody's got to be culpable. Like I said, these characters are not held accountable. The judge, the prosecutor, I mean, the prosecution and the attorney, you know, all these characters involved with this person, you know, this 17-year-old boy, for whatever, in there for petty theft, you know, with another minor that you're not even talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no discretion there. Okay, and then, you know, if that's happened more than once, then it has. But that's the issue right now. But these, like I said, these characters don't really get in any kind of quote-unquote trouble. So, but we do hope that there are people held accountable in this case. Pichotti, Mulvaney, Busby, Scott Goodwin, and then Trey Griffin, excuse me, went along for the ride. Right? I might have been saying Terry Griffin, or Griffin went along for the ride, whatever. But that's who it is. Okay. Over and out, guys. I love you guys. Peace, not pieces.